Hey everyone, it's time for a channel update, and I'm probably going to do bad at this because this is my third time starting the recording. I'm very bad at just talking about stuff that is happening, but I've got notes, I'm going to go over them, we'll get through this together, I promise. So this channel, Bad Company Sarge, that you're on right now and watching, it started out with my main content being character builds and challenge runs. If you've been around since the early days, you'll know that, you'll have seen stuff, you'll have watched all my Skyrim builds, my Fallout 4 builds, my Skyrim challenge runs, my Fallout 4 challenge runs. There were other games as well, but those were the two big successful ones. However, I ended up moving away from them a bit over time. I think this really came with Fallout 76 more than anything. I went full-time on YouTube when 76 launched, and while I did do some character builds with 76 and also a couple of challenge runs, there was the Scavenger Run and Melee Madness, that game just wasn't built in quite the right way for me to be able to do those successfully. So I altered the content a bit, I focused more on guides, more on these one-off funny videos, just more on being part of the community, especially as that was a game where a lot of big creators, especially on the Bethesda side, moved away, so I was able to kind of just be like, hey, I'm just going to be here and talk about this game. However, when I stopped covering 76 as the main thing and started mixing things up again and went back to character builds and challenge runs, it didn't do so well. The problem was I cultivated one audience, then a different audience, and like with all of my little in-between videos I cultivated a different audience there as well, and now it's at a point where I've got tens of thousands of subscribers but struggle to get 1,000 views on lots of videos, including character builds and challenge run ones, which I enjoy making. However, YouTube likes channels to be niche, or at the very least easy to describe entirely in a single sentence is what I found. Because if you challenge for anyone in the comments, try and describe this channel right here in a single sentence that encapsulates everything without being too vague. Because sure, you can just be like, oh yeah, Bad Company Sarge is a channel that makes RPG videos, but that's super vague. If it's like, oh, Bad Company Sarge makes character builds on Skyrim, that's like super niche but ignores most of the stuff on the content, on the channel side. Words. You get what I'm on about. Now the thing is, I want to keep making character builds and challenge runs. I do really enjoy making them. But as they're not doing well on the main channel generally speaking, I've made new channels. So first up is Bad Company Gaming, which isn't a new channel, I'm lying to you. It's actually an old channel, but it's been nearly 6 years since I last uploaded. The last video I uploaded on it was, let me check real quick, Why I Suck at Apex Legends. Yeah, this was my first-person shooter channel, which was very short-lived, but some of you enjoyed. The old content will still be on there. I'll put it all in one playlist of just the old stuff. If you want to see what it was like, feel free to. It's an interesting one. An interesting watch, I think. But now it's going to be my challenge run channel, which I struggle to say. And rather than just being like, oh yeah, there'll be content on here at some point, it's already begun. Yeah, Fallout 4 Sniper Survival Episode 1 is up right now. I've started a challenge run, and I've really enjoyed making it, so the following 9 episodes are all scheduled as well. Yeah, I've been having a lot of fun with this challenge, and I've not been able to tell anyone about it yet, so yay! Go watch that. I'm so good at this. Yeah, Fallout 4 Sniper Survival is my first challenge run, and on this channel I'm planning on having uploads every Tuesday and Friday. So, you know, twice a week. Quite simple for me to keep up with. Especially as the standard challenge run stuff is Let's Play format, which I'm very good at editing quickly. It only takes me a few hours per video, which is surprisingly very low in terms of video creation. Something which takes way more hours, like sometimes hundreds of hours, is the I Tried series, which I tried, haha, on this channel, on the main channel, but it didn't typically do so well. I think a couple of videos did okay, but for the most part there just wasn't interest. So the challenge run channel will be where I Tried goes in the future as well. I've already got a couple of I Tried videos I've got planned, but they'll be coming out when they come out. The standard stuff every Tuesday and Friday though. Fallout 4 Sniper Survival, go watch it, it's good, I've been having fun with it. It is exactly what it says on the tin. The other channel I've created is Bad Company Builds, which is an actual new channel this time, which is just for character builds. And much like with Bad Company Gaming, there's already a video up there. yeah, I made a new Vegas build, and it's uploaded, and it has been there, and there's like 0 subscribers I've uploaded this fancy build to. So, in terms of like quality of content versus number of subscribers, it's insane over there. 0 subscribers for a decent video. So yeah, if you like character builds for many different games, check out Bad Company Builds. This one, unlike gaming, won't be on a regular schedule, because honestly, character builds, when I try and push them out on a regular schedule, they dip in quality quite often, and I don't have a lot of fun with them, but I really enjoy making them from time to time. So just whenever I feel like it, I'll put a character build up there. Ta-da! Nice and simple. And what this does is it leaves Bad Company Sarge, the channel you're on right now, to have the rest of my content. I say the rest of my content, I'm now split over 3 channels, although technically 4 if you include the fact that I co-host a podcast with Kado Genesis. That's the Pipcast 3000, you can check that out if you want as well. Links to all of these will be on the description. But yeah, on the main channel, that's going to be the rest of my standard content. But I'm going to focus more on the scripted stuff. You know, like, I want to say video essays, but I'm also scared that people will hear video essays and go, "Ah, no, essays!" But yeah, it's going to be video essays. I'll quickly go over a few of my future content plans. One video I've been working on is Faction Weapons, where I'm once again looking at Fallout 4, because I've been playing lots of Fallout 4, and looking at how different faction weapons either do a really good job of defining the faction and working with them, i.e. the laser musket with the Minutemen, or a really bad job, i.e. the laser or the Institute laser gun with the Institute, which just... I've got a lot of thoughts about it. I want to talk about that as a whole concept and how it works well and where it falls down, and it's a very interesting video. I also want to do a video on big versus small RPGs, with the current state of AAA gaming, and some really good indie RPGs out there. I kind of want to do a video talking about risk-reward in the gaming space. I think that's an interesting one. As for future stuff, future faction videos. So in stuff like The Elder Scrolls, Fallout, other franchises, I want to talk about factions that could be introduced. I did this a little bit in my Fallout Raiders of New York series, for anyone who remembers that, where I came up with factions for my own Fallout game. And on that same note, I also want to make videos which are my ideal next game in series. So my ideal Fallout 5, my ideal Elder Scrolls 6, other stuff like that. To be clear, it's not all going to be Fallout and Elder Scrolls, I just know most of you are familiar with them, so that's why I'm pointing them out. There will also be other stuff, but I'm really not sure about the rest of it. Like, I did my Games in Year series at the start of this year, stuff like Dark Souls in 2024, and Dragon's Dogma in 2024, and Fallout 76 in 2024, and some of those videos did really well, and I did have fun making them, but I'm not sure if they really fit in here. I've also made guides, and I figure, yeah, I'll probably make some guides in the future, right? But once again, guides have been like a real mixed bag. My best example I can think of are my Ultimate Beginner's Guide. Like, my Fallout 76 Ultimate Beginner's Guide is the best performing video on the channel by a mile. It's done amazing, I'm very proud of it. But then you've got stuff like my Borderlands 3 Ultimate Beginner's Guide, which has had a few good points here and there, and it has helped people, but it's not done crazy good. And then there's also my Starfield Ultimate Beginner's Guide, which I don't even want to see how many views it's got. Oh, I'm gonna have to take a look, aren't I? Oh, that's really bad. Yeah, the Fallout 76 one has almost 850,000 views, the Borderlands 3 one is just about to hit 75,000 views, and the Starfield one hasn't hit 1,500 views. And it's almost coming up to the 1 year anniversary for it. Yeah, there's a real big gap in how many views a video like that can get, but they all take a lot of work, these Ultimate Beginner Guides, so yeah, whether or not I keep doing them in the future, we'll see. There's also other stuff I've made in the past which wouldn't work on the other 2 channels, which I suppose I'll keep here, but this is all really stuff that I want to hear from you in the comments, and tell me if there's like a specific series you want me to keep making, or if there's stuff that you don't really enjoy. Just let me know your thoughts on my channel in the comments. That's what it's there for. There is one other thing I really need to talk about, and that's live streams. Some of you may have noticed that this video is being uploaded at the same time I'd normally be live streaming. That's because I'm taking a break from streaming. I'm not really sure if I should keep doing them on the main channel, or if I should switch over to like the challenge run channel to make them, because normally my streams are just standard gameplay, you know, that's what a live stream is, so should I do them on the channel which just has a lot of extended, lengthy gameplay stuff? Would that be better? Would YouTube prefer that? Would you lot prefer that? I really don't know what to do with live streams at the moment. I definitely don't think I can stick with them scheduled as they are now, because what I found is every Friday I can't really get stuff done, and it hovers over my head, and it screws up like dinner plans as well. It's like, okay, Anna's going to be back from work at this time, and I'm going to be streaming at this time, and there might be people over, and okay, do I want to eat quickly beforehand, or do I want to eat later? It's just a whole hassle for something which I'm just inflicting it on myself. Honestly, the main incentives for me to keep going are interacting with the community, which is nice. Some of you, it's really nice to just get to chat with regularly in the live streams. And donations, because yeah, I need money to live, unfortunately. I'd just like to be able to live for free, honestly. That's what I'd like, but that's not the reality we live in. On the donation side, Patreon exists. If you do want to support me regularly, become a patron. You get wallpapers every single month for PC and mobile, and only costs like $1. It's a really good deal in my opinion. If you want to just give one-off, like a super chat style thing, there is also the thanks button, which lets you leave a comment with a donation, if that's more your thing, although I'm fully aware that live streaming and donating that way is kind of the culture of it all, so I'm not expecting this to happen, but I just want to let people know that if you want to financially support me, there are options. I feel like I'm missing a few things here, but yeah, I guess at this point just go subscribe to the other channels, leave your thoughts below for both live streaming stuff and content you don't want to stop / really want to see and don't want to see and really want to stop. Let me know in the comments. This is open for discussion down there. But more importantly, go subscribe to the other channels. That's the main reason for this video. Oh, also, patrons will show up at the end of videos on all channels. That's another benefit, which I always forget to say. But hey, that was the little update. Hopefully you got it. Feel free to leave anything in the comments, any questions, clarifications, or suggestions. As always, thanks for watching. Sarge out.